Emily Carter was a 17-year-old girl living in a quiet town in Oregon, USA. Everyone knew her as the smartest student in school, but no one knew her biggest secret. Every night, exactly 12 a.m., Emily quietly left her house wearing a gray hoodie. She walked through the empty streets, crossed an old wooden bridge, and disappeared into an abandoned building outside town. One night, her classmate Jake saw her leaving and decided to follow her. He expected to uncover something dangerous. Instead, he discovered a room filled with books, blankets, food, and medicine. Inside were homeless children and elderly people. Emily smiled and said, "Please don't tell anyone." Jake was shocked. Emily explained that when she was 8 years old, her father had lost his job. For months, strangers had secretly left food at their door. She never found out who they were, but she promised herself that one day she would do the same for others. She had spent the last 3 years working part-time after school. Every dollar she earned went toward helping people who had nowhere else to go. Jake asked, "Why do you come only at midnight?" Emily looked down. "Because kindness doesn't need applause." The next week, a powerful storm hit the town. The abandoned building began to flood. Emily rushed there to help everyone escape. But while leading an elderly man outside, part of the roof collapsed. She was trapped inside. Jake immediately called the fire department. Firefighters worked for almost an hour before they rescued Emily. The news spread across the town. People were stunned to learn that the quiet high school girl had been secretly helping dozens of people for years. The mayor visited Emily in the hospital. "Why didn't you ask for help?" he asked. Emily smiled weakly. "I wasn't trying to become famous. I was only repaying a kindness someone once showed my family." Her story appeared on television and social media. Thousands of people donated food, clothes, and money. Volunteers transformed the abandoned building into a real community shelter. Months later, Emily graduated from high school. During the graduation ceremony, the principal invited a special guest to the stage. An elderly man walked slowly to the microphone. With tears in his eyes, he said, "When everyone forgot us, one little girl remembered us." The audience stood and applauded. Emily cried quietly. Years later, she became a social worker and opened shelters across the United States. At the entrance of every shelter was a simple sign: "Kindness grows best when no one is watching." And every midnight, before going home, Emily would leave one anonymous gift outside the door of a family in need, just as someone had once done for her.